channel. My name is Anna, and this is my first ASMR video. I just have been thinking about making ASMR videos for a while, and I finally have a break in school, so I thought I would just try it out. Bear with me because I don't have a microphone. I'm just using this Apple earbud microphone. But to be honest, a lot of ASMR videos that I like have bad quality microphones, so hopefully it will be like those videos. And also the lighting is really bad. I'm just using my phone. But yeah. So for now, I wanted to show you and ramble about some of the books I got for Christmas and some books I'm planning on reading or am currently reading. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. My nails are not very long, so my tapping is not going to be the greatest. But I do like visual ASMR sometimes of the tapping. But yeah, it's a gorgeous box. I love Game of Thrones. I watched the series. And everybody says the books are a lot better, go into a lot more detail. So I just decided to start them. So I already finished the first one, Game of Thrones, which I loved. So yeah, here's the side, the back, which has a Song of Ice and Fire on it. And now I will show you individually the covers, which are so beautiful. Dropped my phone, so it might be misaligned, but and let me know if you guys like the soft spoken. I could also do whispering, but I'm not sure. I've been told my soft spoken voice is better for ASMR, but let me know. So here is the first cover, Game of Thrones. It's got the picture of the wolf, and then presuming Jon Snow at the top. It's gorgeous, in my opinion. I just love the way it feels. It's just a really nice book. Nice thin pages. I prefer thin pages. I know that's not everybody's favorite. But yeah. So that's the one that I've read. I read actually prior to getting the box. Okay. Here is the second cover and the book that I'm on right now. It's A Clash of Kings. This one is also gorgeous. I think that's supposed to be the mouth of a lion. Yes, it should be. Yes. Lion for Lannister. I think this would have been a fun video to do like a librarian roleplay, but I'm not really at the roleplay level yet. So. Okay. So then here is the third one, which is a bigger one. A Storm of Swords. It's a little bit bigger than the first two. smooth covers. It's also gorgeous. It's got the stag antlers, a storm swords. Yeah, I just love the feel of these books. They have that kind of satiny finish. I'm not really sure how well you can hear it. This microphone, but I'm gonna try to do some noises. Okay. It's stuck. Here is the fourth one, A Feast for Crows. Also very beautiful. My lack of lighting is not really doing it enough justice, but it's a very beautiful orange and bluish purple. It's A Feast for Crows. And then finally, I have A Dance with Dragons. This one is very gorgeous. I think it's the eye of a dragon. Should be eye of a dragon. And sorry, there's a lot of cuts. I keep running out of storage on my phone. So that was the box set of Game of Thrones. I also got this Fire and Blood, which does not come with the box set because it's more of like a prequel. At least I think it's like the history of the Targaryen dynasty. So yes, I'm so excited to read this one. It is a little daunting. It's kind of a lot to read, but I'm pretty excited. So some tapping on the spine. Hopefully you guys can hear that. So next, these are not Game of Thrones related books, but they're also books that I got kind of just around Christmas time, and they're on my TBR. So the first one, this one is The Luminaries, which I have started. I've only read this much, so not a lot. It's got a gorgeous cover, again with the satiny feel to it. And it's nice and thick and heavy. And it's hardcover. So it's got that nice sound to it. Which I know it would sound a lot nicer if I had longer nails, but taking a break. I kind of need a break from nails. So yes, this book so far, I'm pretty excited to get through it. It's got beautiful writing, and yeah, it's kind of like, I think, I'm not very far in, but so far it seems like it's kind of got like mystery. Yeah, it's really good so far. And I want to show you my bookmark. This is my bookmark. I made it with my book club. It's laminated, but it's just Among Us. I can't remember where they got it from. I think it was off Instagram. So, yeah. So that is The Luminaries. by Eleanor Catton. And I am a history major. I love everything history related. So historical fiction is one of my most favorite book genres. And that one is set in New Zealand during the Gold Rush, which is, I think, let me check, 1866. So, yes. And my next book is also, I think, a historical fiction, which I've seen it everywhere. It's this one, The Covenant of Water. It's got a beautiful cover. It looks like maybe a painting, and it is so beautiful. By Abraham, I'm so sorry, Verghese? I'm not sure. But it's very beautiful. I think it's very highly regarded and rated very well. So I am very excited to start this one. Yes, I'm very excited. A lot of the times, I don't want to come off as bigoted or biased, I'm not really sure, but I have trouble sometimes connecting with specifically fiction books that are written by men. For some reason, I just have like a harder time connecting with characters, or like if there's any romance, I don't really feel it, I guess. So it kind of takes a little bit to convince me to read one. There's nothing against, I'm not saying anything like men can't write books, because obviously so many, actually most of the books I've just shown you were written by men. It's just me personally, I just, for some reason, just have a hard time like connecting, I guess, which I would say that applies a little more to like maybe the YA or like fantasy category. I've tried other fantasy books. Game of Thrones is kind of the first one that I'm really getting into. But yeah. And also this Covenant of Water, it just has super good reviews and it looks beautiful. The story sounds really interesting, so I just picked it up. But yeah, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe somebody else could tell me if they experienced that. But it's not like I actively avoid books written by men, but I just seem to have a pattern of preferring books written by women. Anyways, I say that and then I'm going to show you another book written by a man, but here is Brandon Sanderson's The Way of Kings. This one is also very, very highly rated, super popular, and I really want to get into it. I've read this much, and which I feel like is quite a lot. It's almost halfway, and I just couldn't really get into it, but it is on my list to continue, so I am taking a break from that temporarily, but I do plan on getting back to it and finishing, because I do think that's a super intricate world of characters that I would really love to get into. And also I love Brandon Sanderson. I watch some of his like YouTube videos. He does talks about writing, which I love, which helped me a lot, because actually I am getting into writing my own book. I've had an idea that I've been kind of like working on and writing drafts of for a year now, and it's gonna take a lot longer than that, but it is something that I am working towards, so I'm trying to broaden my horizons of reading so that maybe it will help me a little bit with my own writing. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over a couple of my most favorite books. These are just a couple. I do have a Goodreads account if you want to follow it. I post reviews about most of the things that I read, and all my favorites are on there. But yeah, most of them are going to be like historical fiction, maybe. So this is my first one. City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert. I loved this book, and I think it was just such a beautiful story about women, femininity, women's sexuality. I think it's a really beautiful story. Oh, sorry, it's New Year's Eve actually, so there's fireworks going off, but I'm hoping that it won't be too loud on the camera. Happy New Year's to anybody who's watching. But yes, City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert. It's not too big. It's got a beautiful cover. This one's hardcover. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful story. I love it. Yeah. And then this book is probably, I would consider, maybe my all-time favorite book. It is also by Elizabeth Gilbert. I love her. She's so talented. It's called The Signature of All Things. And this one, again, is just a great story about women, women's experiences, women's sexuality, and relationships. I think I really am emotionally connected to this book. I love it. And I love Elizabeth Gilbert's method of storytelling. She kind of goes through an entire life of a character in both of these books, and I kind of love that. But yes, The Signature of All Things. Okay. Another book that I want to mention that I love, which I left at my apartment at college, is Pachinko. I'm blanking on the name of the author, but that book I am so emotionally attached to. For some reason, I just felt like everything between mother and daughter relationships, I feel like, were things I've experienced between me and my mother. The feelings in that book were so strong. I was sobbing while I was reading it. I love that book. Okay, and then finally, I have The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. Donna Tartt is also a very talented writer who was one of my inspirations. The Goldfinch is a beautiful story about a young boy and his life growing up and his attachment to this painting called The Goldfinch. Donna Tartt also did A Secret History, which is also one of my favorite books. I just don't have a copy of that. But yes, this is also just a really beautiful book. I have a tab here. I wonder what that was from. feel like I have to read this book again. This book is also kind of just follows a character in their life and their experiences and choices they make, and I love following characters through several years of their life and their development. I think that's a really beautiful way to tell a story instead of just like a specific moment in someone's life. But yeah, it is a little bit of a long read. I think it's maybe 700 something pages, but it is worth it if you're interested. I hope you guys enjoyed despite the quality, and let me know if anyone even sees this, if you have any requests or any advice or things I can do better. I would really appreciate that. So, thank you for watching, and Happy New Year.